researcher, let me know.
Yeah. Oh, hey, boys and girls.
You live now?
Well,
This show, I think.
what do you say, guys? We're doing this one by the fire tonight. Hey, John. We've got a bit of a breeze. I don't know if it's messing with the sound. Johnny, you hear a breeze going by? Or are you all right? Sounds good then, eh? Sounds all right? You guys should all be here. You guys, what are you guys all doing out there? You guys should all be over here. We should be sitting out by the fire here, having a cigar. Dar's got me back on the bubbly. I kind of overdid it. Hey, Steve, how you doing, brother? It don't matter, John. 6 hours away. You're a truck driver. That's what, 15 minutes? Hey, Ricardo, how you doing, bro? December, sweetheart, how are you? Oh, you guys see that? You see that? Look at that, guys. Look at that, boys and girls. Ah. Good, everything sounds good. That's great. That's good. We got a great night. We got a great night. I don't know what you guys are doing for weather where you are, but we got stars. It's not quite black yet, but it's getting there, and it's a good night. We got a nice little fire going here, as you can tell. Even Pipe came to hang out here, eh? Didn't she? Oh. It is very peaceful, Steve. Very, very peaceful. And this is what we paid for. And this is what we wanted, and this is what we live for. We live a hectic enough life on the road, and it's busy enough. And so when I come home, this is my slice of heaven, and Dar as well. High Strung House. Hey, Brian, truck mechanic here from Ontario, and love the videos. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Thanks for watching. You know, we're just out here making videos about trucking and trucking lifestyle and, you know, just everyday life that we go through. And if we can do something to help out other truck drivers or families or just people in general. Like, this started as a trucking channel, but I think we've kind of branched off into just about everything. We talk about anything. Tonight's an open forum for you guys. You know what? Usually I hit you guys up with 2 or 3 or 4 topics and we go from there. But sorry, I got something going on here. I've got a little itch going. Sitting in Evansville, Indiana, doing a reset. Well, it's not the worst place in the world you could be sitting, bro. Hey, Taylor, you don't have to tune in. You can go watch that if you want. If you want to go watch Trump, go watch Trump. I understand. Hello from Newfoundland. Perry. Hey, man, appreciate the kind words. Thanks. That's very nice of you. Yeah, like I said, we got a gorgeous night here. Gorgeous, gorgeous night. Trudeau is a rickhead? Oh, come on, you can say it. On this channel here, you can say it. Trudeau is a rickhead. I built 2 W9s and love trucking. You're my type of guy, man. Look at that. You guys are killing me. Who's this? Who's that? It's Campbell. Okay, Campbell's on there now. Hey, now he just sent me a picture of his. What is that, Mikey? Your oh, you looks like you smoked some ribs. Well done, pal. There, well, let's tell everybody. There's Mike's smoked ribs, guys. Did a hell of a job. He's got a big old smoker back where he lives. He lives up in the woods too, out in the country. He's got his own smoker up there. His aren't as good as mine, but he's working on it. He's a close second, I would say. Big sexy Mike. Paul from Saskatchewan. Beautiful. Hey, thanks for watching, man. Yeah, I know they're ribs. You know what? I hate to say this. Actually, I don't hate to say this. I'm high strung. I'm loving that Cascadia. Aside from an issue with the fuel tanks right now, and that we're still trying to hammer out, I love it. You know, that thing's, I'm running, we did 3 round trips to the East Coast last week. Will and I ran 6,600 miles in a week. And that truck ran me 8.1 miles per gallon running the East Coast. I can't complain about that. I really can't. I'm happier than hell with that. I would have never done that in my Volvo, and that W9 would have not even come close to that. So I got no issues with it. Comfortable, yes. Good. Hey, Clifton, good to see you, bro. I got no issues with it. I always thought that, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not going running out and buying the Freightliner belt buckle, but yeah, well, I'm happy with it. Yeah, Taylor, yeah, the van life. Let me tell you something. That van life is going to hurt me right here around the belly. That's where I'm worried. I'm worried about the van life. I'm worried about putting on weight, being a door swinger. Thanks, Ken. Not a fan of it. I'm gonna let it grow back. But yeah, I'm being a door swinger. I'm a little worried about my weight because you know, I'm not really doing a whole lot. And Will and I we were able to mesh pretty good last week, and we ran the truck as a true team truck. And it ran almost 24 hours, 7 days for 5 days, 24 hours for 5.5 days. Like I said, the truck did 6,600 miles, which is not bad. I'm quite happy with that. And yeah, we did pretty good. COVID weight gain. Hey, I'll take that. What the hell? Sure, fucking COVID weight gain. You can hear that fire? Good. You should be over here watching it. You should be sitting over there. What's that? Hold on. Well, high strung. I've got a the Detroit DD15 in that. I've got 308 rear ends. It's got a 12-speed automated transmission, and it's horsepower set at 465, and I got 1720 for torque, and that thing runs like a champ. Like I said, 8.1. I'm not bitching about that. And if I was on flat ground and I wasn't running all those hills going through New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, that would be bad. That would be back up to 8.5, 8.8, which I was running all last season, all last spring and into the fall before I got sick. So, you know, I'm good with that. Yeah, Dar says I'm getting veggies this week. Not a chance. Yeah, that's excellent mileage. Except for the price, I'm having to run Canadian fuel, right? I can't buy any U.S. fuel. And after I do the conversion from liters to gallons and blah, 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 it's coming out to roughly about, well, this week it was about $7.35 a gallon. $7.35 a gallon. So the damn truck better be getting over 8 miles per gallon. Let me tell you that. Yeah. No, we're not leaving till Monday. We got in this morning. early this morning, so we're not leaving until Monday. We're gonna take off. We brought a load back to the house here, and we're gonna be buggering off Monday morning, and we've got 2 drops. One just outside of Halifax, and the other one is in Yardmouth, Nova Scotia. So got some good miles. Got a nice trip. I've never been out to Yardmouth, so apparently it's absolutely stunning and gorgeous, and it's about as you can't go any farther in Nova Scotia. You go any farther and you're in the water. So yeah, we're just taking a nice little break here. We're gonna sit here and chill out tonight. We've had a nice dinner. We've relaxed. Got a fire going. Gonna shoot the shit with you guys for a bit. Have a cigar. You're funny, Mike. Funny, funny, funny. What's funny is you're the only one talking to the boys on 81, Pally, because it ain't me. Have I seen any of the northern lights on my drive? No, I have not. Believe it or not, this is the first clear night in probably what, Will? 7 days? Every day last week. It didn't matter. Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. It did not matter. It was raining and overcast. We didn't see stars once last week. We didn't have a clear sky, day or night. It didn't make a difference. It was just the weather was crap. It was warm, like it wasn't freezing rain, and it wasn't cold by any means, but just the weather sucked, you know. So
I know because I'm driving at night.
well, yeah, no, actually, I'll be honest with you. I never saw it. I was sleeping because Junior here, he's got the night shift. When you own the truck and you're the senior guy, you kind of get the benefits, right? Like, okay, I'll get up real early and drive the day, but you know, poor Will's. He was hauling down the night shift. I was giving him the truck usually sometime around between 5 and 6 at night, and then he'd run it through the night. But he did a really good job. I'll give him that. It really worked out well. Like I said, on a week when we rolled into the terminal last night or early this morning in Toronto, we were at 6,600 miles, and then we actually went from the terminal up to my place. So that's another, let's say another 200. So there's 66. So let's say 6,800 miles, and we rolled in the door here at I don't know what time it was, about 4 o'clock or something this morning. Yeah, you're right, Ken. The new guys always get to. Well, hey, we were all there, right? Hey, Northern Girl, how are you? Did you get your GoPro fixed, or did you get all your stuff straightened out? I'm having some issues with mine getting the downloads and everything. It's too much. It's too much for the Wi-Fi, depending on where I am. Watch for the moose out east. I know. Well, there's a lot of them. There's also a lot of signs. You see every second sign. Hovering about 34 degrees there. Clifton, go take a walk. That's Celsius or Fahrenheit? Oh, good. I'm glad you got it worked out. Zach, how you doing, bro? Fahrenheit. Okay, so you're not super warm then. 34 Celsius would have been, you'd have been down in Jamaica somewhere. Yeah, we're just sitting around, Zach. It's nice. We got some nice heat coming off this end, and we're just messing around here. Just messing around. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. First nice Saturday night in a while. Last week was cold. Week before that was snowing. This is kind of nice. I'm actually liking this. It's warm enough out that, just a nice jacket and a pair of jeans and you can sit out here. We're good. Walleye fishing. I am not a fisherman. Not a fisherman. What am I smoking? Believe it or not, this was This is just it's a cheapie. It's one of those Guadamanteras. It's a Cuban, but it's not a high end. It's a loose roll, and it's not bad. It's not a blended cigar, so it's pretty much the same flavor all the way through. But it's not a bad one. It's just for what I did is I took a lot of my goods. I smoked a really good one this afternoon, and but I left my other cigars in my humidor in my truck. So I'm down to some cheapy ones here at the house. So unfortunately, but I got no problem with it. It's a nice little cigar.
See that message from Steve?
Yeah.
How many kilometers do you roughly get out of a set of tires?
How many kilometers do I get out of a set of tires? Steve, it would all depend, be honest with you, what kind of tires. I've gotten over 200,000. Okay, I don't do kilometers, so I don't even know how long a kilometer is. I know that it's 1.6 miles, but I couldn't tell you what a kilometer is. Miles. On a set of steers, on a set of Michelin steers, or I've got BFGs on my steers right now. I can get somewhere if I'm really careful and I don't tear the edges off them. I can probably get over 200,000 miles. And on the drives, depending on the weights and the loads and where I'm going and what highways, if you can stay out of Michigan, you can probably get close to 200,000 miles on that as well. So yeah, you're about 200,000 miles on as long as you're careful with them and you watch your tire pressures, you do your adjustments and you don't abuse them,
Zach says the border's supposed to be opening in a week or so.
Zach said the border's supposed to be opening. Zach, I didn't see that. I just got a message to say hi to Ash. Ash, where are you? Oh, there you are. Hey, Dad. I was looking for Ashley, not Mindful Society. My girl. You guys remember me telling you about my daughters have moved to Mexico? There's one of my girls right there. That's my oldest girl, my beauty. She's my Dolly, our Mindful Society. She's down in Mexico right now watching us. We don't want you to tell us what the temperature is, doll. We really don't. You can keep that to yourself. Playa de Carmen is where she's at right now. I'm hating her right now. It's it's so hot. Yeah, and I'm sitting out back, baby, trying to keep my hands warm. Atta girl. Yeah. Hi, Brian's daughter. There you go, Ash. Yeah, Northern Girl, both of them did. My two oldest daughters, they went to Trudeau. And here's the funny thing. They both actually went and before the convoy and before all of the problems and everything that we had and all the mandates, Ashley and Catherine, mostly Ashley, she called it. She said, this is what's going to happen. You guys just haven't seen it. And she buggered off before any of it happened. And sure as shit, she was right. She called it almost to the day. This is what's going to happen, Dad. This is going to happen. And then you guys are going to have to deal with this. And they're going to do this. And the government's going to do that. And sure as shit, she was right. And we didn't, we all got it. And she got out, I think, Ash, you got out about a week before the mandates and the borders closed. You got out the week before. So proud of her. So proud of you, Dolly. Good job, baby.
You see what she said? She's going to Colombia next.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
So jealous.
Ashley's off to Colombia next. Jesus. Yeah, you had 3 weeks, didn't you, babe? She packed up her entire place, sold her business, sold off everything she had, packed up everything she could get into what she could, and she took off down to Mexico. And the only way I can go visit her is to go out go out to the coast, get on a boat, and go around the continent and float down and see her. I can't even cross the damn border. But I do want to hear. So somebody said something. I think it was Zach saying something. The border's going to be opening for people that aren't double vaxxed. I'm not sure about that yet. I've not heard anything, and I know that Dar is following that really closely. I've not heard anything about it. I would really love it because I'll be honest with you, I'm losing my mind. Yeah, I can do that, Northern Girl. I can take if we can find like 5 or 6 people that all want to charter. It's about $25,000 to charter a plane from Toronto down to Mexico, a private plane. Obviously, I'm not going to do that, but it's $25,000 for the plane. So if you can put 5-10 people on the plane and split the cost, yeah. So whenever you're tired of playing up north there, you want to come down here, we'll all jump on a plane and split the cost. We can all go down to Mexico. I'll go. Don, how are you, man? Well, big dog, I'm not vaxxed either. Well, I am. I'm one vaxxed. Still got blood clots. What do we got? There was a couple things here. I threw this out earlier today, right? Said you guys come up with the topics. So one of you boneheads wants to talk about the Will Smith slap. Really? Northern Girl, you want to sell all and get out? You know what? Dar and I thought about it. We thought about it. You know, I could sell everything I've got here. I could sell the house and the property and the truck and all the shit, and I could probably go to Mexico and I would be all right down there. We thought about it. Not quite ready to do it yet. You're not Will Smith. The only thing you slap is nothing.
Maybe you.
Yeah. Ken, you saw that? The black on black crime. That's hilarious. Look, I don't know if any of you guys saw that. I'm sure all of you did, but did Will Smith slap like a little girl? Was that the pussiest slap, most pussy slap you've ever seen a man slap another man? I swear to God. Either it was staged or it was just a puss. Clothes on the floor. Hey, Brian, I've been seeing a few older guys. What are you calling me old there, Jacob? I've seen a few older guys getting into the trucking simulator. Do you think you could get into it too? I don't know. Dude, I've been driving truck a long time. Why would I want to get into a simulator? Hey, Stace. JT's bonuses. Yeah.
Your daughter said, "Can you drive still?"
Yeah, Ashley, Daddy's driving right now. I'm back. I went back to work a month ago. Yeah, about a month ago. But I can only drive in Canada, so I've been driving from Toronto out to Nova Scotia. I've been doing all the East Coast provinces, but it's painful doing it. Trust me, very painful. It's beautiful country. It's not the scenery and it's not the country. It's just very, very expensive for me as an owner operator that owns my own truck to run those to run out there. Fuel is not cheap, and we pull a lot of hills, so you burn a lot of fuel. I think I'm gonna come down to Mexico and open a taco stand. There's probably not many of them around down there. Maybe 1 or 2.
Use a drone. Taco delivery.
I'll do taco. We're going to start a taco stand, and we're going to deliver your tacos by drone. Taco drone deliveries.
Taco Tuesday, here they come.
Taco Tuesdays. Do I think it's true bikers going to Ottawa at the end of April? I heard about this. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I really don't. I think if they, you know what are they going to do? They're going to stop a bunch of bikers? I don't see them doing it. I hope they do it. I would happily be on a bike with them. Absolutely support it. If the bikers want to do it, 100%, 100%. Go get it. Do you think, Ash, are you talking about us? Do we think we're going to see food and product shortages soon? There's already certain areas where there's product shortages. Anything to do with computer chips or anything to do with technology, there's a shortage of. There is a shortage on certain foods, fruits and vegetables, unless you're Callie, who runs 9,000 miles a week to California, bringing back fruits and vegetables. That kind of stuff, there's a shortage of here and there. But right now, as for major shortages, no, you can pretty much still go into Walmart or Costco or any of the grocery stores and get your groceries and get your stuff. It's the price has gone up though. I'll tell you that. The price has gone up. What you're paying for a dozen eggs now is not what you were paying back in November. Same with meat and chicken, anything like that. Yeah, you know what, Big Dog, a lot of people did it. Like I said, my two oldest kids did it. We know another guy that was driving truck. He did it, took off down south. Where'd he go? I think Bobby went down to Panama. He's in Panama somewhere with a bunch of Canadian expats down there. $79.54 for 1 pound of Alaskan king crab legs. Well, you can keep that anyway. I'm not eating Alaskan king crab, but I don't know if that's good or bad. I've never checked the prices on those. That sounds a little high. That sounds expensive. Do you have Hooderites there or close by? What's that? I don't know what a Hooderite is. Is that a store? Sounds like a religious group. I went out and joined the Hooderites this week. They took my last 2 cents and threw me to the curb after Allah.
As long as they don't come knocking at your door.
As long as they don't come knocking on my door. That's high as hell. Okay. I'm going to assume that you know. Yeah, there's lots of Canadians leaving. I'll be honest with you, I don't blame them. You have Mennonite. Yeah, we got Mennonites all over down here. Heterite. Okay. Mennonite. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, we have Mennonites. Wow. Anybody hear about the federal government, and for lack of a better term, what'd they do? They trademarked the Canadian flag. Anybody hear about that? Ohio truck sales, 2,000 Kenworth, 75,000 used. Yeah. You want to hear something ridiculous? Listen to this. Listen to this. I bought this Freightliner back in October, end of October, beginning of November. I paid $140,000 for this truck. It's a 2020, really low mileage on it. It's got warranty, great truck, blah, 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 blah. $140,000 back for it in November. I can sell it right now for $175,000. We were looking at 4 of them today, right? On Marketplace, Kijiji, and Auto Trader. 4 of them today, 170, 172, 175, and I think 170 and change. And out of the 4 of them, only one had an APU. Mine's got an APU for air and heat and without running the engine. $175,000 on a truck I paid $140 for 4 months ago. Dude, I should just sell it and run. I should just sell it and run. Anybody want to buy a slightly used, well-maintained, really good shape Freightliner? Let me know. And I'm not selling it to you.
I don't want it. You
Yeah.
fire in the seat. I'll buy it.
You'll buy it, will you, Ash? I tell you what, baby, you buy it. I'll figure out a way to bring it down to you. I'll bring it down to you. I'll get it down there somehow. if I got to stick it on a boat and paddle my ass down there, I'll bring it to you, babe. No. Small fringe, you got a Sunfire. Yeah, that sounds like a good trade. I'll swap you that for the Sunfire. Sure, Callie. Yeah, throw your rubles at me too. I'll take your rubles. Yeah, what the hell? You get together with Fringe. You know, throw in a Sunfire and the rubles, and yeah, I'll sell it.
Pepper. What?
Dar's home.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yay.
There she
Yay,
is.
Dar.
There she is.
Can you guys get me a chair? I'm just gonna put some jogging pants on. Why is my cat telling me?
We were offered a free sailboat. Should have taken it when we could. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Tell you what, you throw in a Sunfire, a Toblerone, and a box of cigars, you can have the truck. It's all yours. All yours. A Sunfire with gold in the trunk. Yeah, well, I don't want to know what kind of gold that is. Did Ash bug her off?
Yeah, she did.
Did she? Okay. That's a good deal, yeah. I just want the Toblerone. I don't give a damn about the Sunfire. Yeah, Northern Girl, I'd have grabbed that boat if I was you. If somebody offered a boat to me right now, I'll trade you a truck for a boat any day of the week. Truck don't float.
Putin might trade his seized yacht for your truck.
Yeah, probably. Henry, yeah, this is a Cuban. It's a cheaper one, but it is a Cuban.
What are your thoughts on the EV mandates?
EV? Electric vehicle? Don, what are you talking about? The electrical vehicle mandates? What's EV mandate? Sorry.
This means ELD. I don't know.
The electric vehicle. I don't know. I don't know the mandate. I don't know what the dates are for it. Am I concerned about the electrical vehicles? No. I'll be honest with you, I'm not. And this is a selfish thing, and this is. I'll be honest with you, this is just me being totally ignorant. Especially when it comes to the electrical vehicles for trucking. I won't be trucking by the time they're here. Like, yeah, they're coming and they're working on them and they're already on the road and they're doing the testing and all the shit with them. But I'll be out of trucking before that. You know, I'll be done trucking probably 3 to 4 years and I'm done. So I really don't care about the electrical vehicles. I've said this before. I see a whole lot of other problems that are going to arise with the electrical vehicles, whether it be trucks or cars or whatnot. I see a whole lot of other problems before we even get the electric trucks on the road, and that's going to be charging them. You can't plug in that many trucks in one area without crashing the power grid of whatever area they're in. So, You know what? Like I said, I think the governments or the communities are they've got to work around that, and they've got to figure out their own deal,
Such a lag on this.
and they've got to figure out how to get the infrastructure for the electrical vehicles so that they can charge them. I've used this example before. You go up to the Iowa 80 and out in Iowa there, and it's at Walcott. In Walcott, it holds 900 trucks. Now, let's just say they took 1/3 of that, say 300 of them, and they converted that to electric truck parking, and they put chargers in there. You charge 300 trucks, you're going to crash the power grid in Walcott, probably over in Davenport, and you'll probably, have the lights flickering in Des Moines. So I think they've got to work that out first before they can, worry about putting the electrical trucks on. And like I said, I'm not concerned about it at all. Not in the least. Well, it's going to take, yeah, Henry, you're right. It'll take years before it's perfected. It's going to take, you're talking billions. You're not talking about millions of dollars here. You're talking about billions of frickin' dollars here to do this kind. Every small town or every town that's going to have a truck stop is pretty much going to have its own nuclear power generator. Just to charge these trucks. Batteries in Canada, what the F?
Thank goodness they have like
Yeah, well, batteries.
vibrators.
Funny enough, eh? They need all these machines to ore the alkaline, or not the alkaline. The what is it in the batteries? Not the alkaline, lithium, right? So they need all these machines that run on diesel to ore and destroy the planet to get the lithium to make the batteries. Then they're going to put them in these trucks, which are going to, run and be pollution free. But then these batteries are only going to have a lifespan. And what are you going to do with these batteries? You're going to start digging holes and burying the batteries? What are you going to? You can't recycle a battery once it's dead. So like I said, they got a whole whack of other problems to do with these batteries. So it has nothing to do with me. Lithium, cobalt, nickel. Yeah, right. Exactly. It all comes out of the ground, and they gotta mine it, right? And they're not using electric vehicles to mine it, right? They got the great big machines doing it. You know what, Northern girl, friggin' horses, not a bad idea. They walk around here all the time. You know what the problem is? And don't tell anybody. This is just between you and me, okay, girl? I'm scared of horses. I'm scared of horses ever since I was a little boy. I've been scared of horses. I'm afraid of nothing else.
Oh, yeah, you are? Elevators.
Okay, and I'm afraid of elevators. I don't like elevators, but I'm afraid of horses. So, yeah. Look at Dar. She just threw me right under. Oh, yeah, you're afraid of elevators. I'm not afraid of elevators. I'm
You should see 'em.
I'm uncomfortable in an elevator.
No, this is Brian on an elevator.
We're taking the first elevator we see.
No, we're not touching.
And then if I make a noise or I'd like do it.
It's not that I don't trust horses. From what I understand, horses are very smart. And they're a very good judge of people. If a horse doesn't like you, they're like dogs. If a horse doesn't like you, chances are you're an asshole. So, but I'm just afraid of them. I'd have to work my way around it. Jacob, good seeing you, pal.
Someone's afraid of fish.
You're petrified of fish? Okay. I don't know about that one. Yeah, dogs love me too, Ken. I love dogs. I'm a dog guy. I've been a dog guy ever since I was a kid. We got dogs here. Always had dogs. Love them. I was never a cat guy until Dar got these Devons. And for some reason, these Devons, these cats have really kind of grown on me. I kind of like these. Well, Dawn, she said she's afraid of them. She didn't say she wouldn't eat them. Hey, we got a German Shepherd here. Piper's here. don't know where she's at. She's
She was by us. But
oh, she's laying down. I think she's over laying down. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. She's right here. Here, puppy. Come here. Okay. You can come up. Come say hi. No? No. She's not fine. No fish and chips for Shannon. Oh, well. I'll tell you what, though. If I was scared of fish, I'd still eat them. I don't have to swim with them, but damn it, I'll eat one. Cocker Spaniel puppy. Well, Dar's probably going to be in love with you. You know what? I hear it goes both ways with shepherds. Either they're super loyal and smart, or you'll get one that's a little tweaked a little bit off, and you can't trust them. We got lucky with ours. She's 8 years old, and she's just beautiful. She's loving, she's caring, she's very protective.
anxiety.
Yeah, she suffers from a little bit of anxiety, but she's all right.
Who's? My friends. So sweet. Look at it.
Miley.
What's the name?
Miley.
Who are these guys?
We're looking at our puppy.
Yeah, it's all on how you train them. It's also on how you treat them. Everybody feels that, you need to have your dog under control. You need to show your dog respect. You want your dog to love you and cherish you and respect you and listen to you, but you also have to respect your
It's a
dog.
trust thing.
Hey?
Trust.
Yeah, trust. It's a trust thing. Your animal has to trust you. Your animal has to trust that you are going to take care of it, and that you are the alpha, and that you are going to lead, and you are going to love it, and you are going to take care of it, and that's what your dog needs. You do that, supply that to your dog, you will have a great animal. That dog will do anything for you. The pug is getting married. Taylor, she is terrible with thunderstorms. Dar had to go get her, what is that, a weighted jacket?
Yeah, it doesn't work. I just give her CBD oil now.
Yeah, now we tried the weighted jacket, like the comfort jacket. But I swear to God, she knows there's a thunderstorm coming. We could have a clear sky, and the dog she'll start panting, and within, an hour or so, a thunderstorm will roll in. She knows when there's one coming. But now we tried the jacket to keep her comfortable and everything like that, and it didn't work. But now Dar just gives her a low dose of CBD oil.
Sometimes melatonin.
Melatonin or melatonin. Yeah, it works. It calms her down. If you can get it into her soon enough. If the thunder's already rolling, there's no sense. You just got to tough it out. But if you can get it into her before it starts rolling, it does ease her. It helps her as much as us. Clifton, you went from a dog, now you've got a parrot and a cat. Wow. That's kind of going from one extreme to the other, isn't it? Don't tell me you have a hamster, please.
That's just crazy.
Yeah. Cliff, I like the big dogs. I've had a few. Piper, well, she's a decent sized shepherd. She's about 90 pounds. I've had a Bernese Mountain Dog. At his biggest, he was about 155 pounds. Ashley and Catherine used to ride him. I've had some big dogs. Had a pit, and she was a runt. She was only a 50-pounder. Beautiful dog though. And Cassie was a Collie Lab Cross, another decent sized dog. I like a big dog. If I had my way, I would have another Bernese Mountain Dog. The unfortunate thing is the lifespan. They only live for 8 years. But they're gorgeous dogs, and the most caring, loving dogs in the world. I mean, Ashley and Catherine were little girls when they when they did that, when we had Jack, and they would just climb all over him, and he just loved them. He just took such good care of my kids. Bear Claw, your ex is a dog? Yeah, we've all got a few of those, I think. Don, pit bull for me. I had a pit. She was the runt of the litter. Her name was Sadie. She was like the beautiful tan, similar to this jacket, a little lighter, with the white chest and the white paws. She was absolutely gorgeous. Smartest dog I ever owned. That dog would sit there and you'd watch her in the living room and she'd be sitting there looking at something and her head would cock, She was sitting there figuring stuff out. It's almost like she was sitting there doing math. Smart dog. Great dog. Oh, what do we got? You guys are typing away here. A 100-pound pit bull?
Oh, shit.
That's a dog. That is a dog. Pamela's husband, late husband, loved dogs more than people. There's a lot of people like that. They prefer their dogs over people.
I do.
Yeah, Darlene is like that. Have I ever heard of the Taliban Highway? Yeah, I know exactly what the Taliban Highway is. I try to stay off it at night, and I try to stay off the out in the winter. But there's not a whole lot you can do about it. If you want to get up north and you want to get out west through Canada, you got to drive it. Who are you hijacking?
Nothing. Mike told me he asked you if you manscaped.
Shut up.
And then he said he's a big dog. Because I said I love big dogs.
Mikey, you're not as big a dog as you think you are, buddy. Oh, I need another drink.
Is that a hint? You could just say, hey, babe, can you get me a drink, please?
Oh, I was just, sitting
I'll
here.
wait for the please.
Hey, babe, how about grabbing me another drink, please?
How about you shove this up your ass?
You guys hear that? Yeah. You see how she talks to me? That's love, eh? That's true love. She loves me. She loves me.
What kind did you just have?
I don't know what it was. It was one of the ones out of the...
Yeah, but do you want to say, what color is
I don't care. This was blackberry. I've never had it before. It wasn't bad.
the cherry one?
Let's grab a cherry. Let's do a cherry.
Tonight with your bubblies.
Yeah, getting a little crazy here. You know why she can't? Know why Darlene can't get rid of me? You know why she'd never get rid of me? She'd keep me around forever. It's because we think the same, we laugh the same, we love the same, and we're both the same kind of fucking crazy. There's probably no other woman on the planet that would tolerate and put up with me and my craziness and the way I think. And there's not another man I know there's not another man on the planet that would deal with her. Not one. I've spoken to a few that have tried, and no. I think there's only one other person that loves Dar as much as I do, and that's Mike Campbell. But I'm not sure if he loves her because he loves her, or if he just loves her or because he's just afraid of her. One of them I'm not sure about. Do I like Polivier? My relationship with him is hot and cold. Do I like what he was saying, and do I like what he did during the convoy? And he stepped forward, and he really put the screws to Justin. Yes, but where was he before the convoy? Why did it take the convoy for Polivier to get up here and start, saying the things and calling BS on a lot of the shit that Justin was doing? Why did it take all of us to be parked outside the Parliament building doors in order for that to happen? Where was he before that? And that's where I don't feel good about him. Do I appreciate that? Yeah, that his voice was spoken and that he put the screws to Justin and the Liberals in the House, and he really did a good job. This is just my opinion. But
hold on, though. That's because you haven't looked into him as much. There are videos and posts from
yeah, but he wasn't hammering him the way I did watch.
Oh, did he take advantage? Yeah.
When the convoy came, did he jump on board and absolutely blow it up? Yeah, but why wasn't he doing that before? Sorry, I'm talking to Dara. I should be talking to you. But believe it or not, here I've on my phone here, for the last 2 days in a row, I've been getting a text message from, this is Pierre Polivier, please come and see me. I think he's going to be in Lindsay or something tomorrow.
Yeah.
How the hell did they get my cell phone number?
Me.
From you?
Mm-hmm.
You gave Polivier my phone number?
Yeah, I signed something with your name in it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so Darlene just tells me, oh yeah, Polivier's got my phone number because she signed something with my name and phone number. Great. Northern Girl, thank you. Everybody do listen to Northern Girl. Smash your like buttons, please. Your pug is smarter than Trudeau. Don, my shoe is smarter than Trudeau. Ken, you're absolutely right. He's politicking. You're right. Absolutely right. I won't be voting Conservative, obviously. I won't be voting Liberal. I won't be voting Conservative.
What are you gonna vote for then?
The New Blue.
Oh, you mean for Ontario?
Yeah. I won't be. I won't. Yeah, his rallies seem to be popular, but do you believe him? Anybody believe him? Got to remember, at the end of the day, he's still a politician.
But they all are.
I know they all are. So what do you believe? What do you believe? Steve, you're by, so, you and me both, bro. I'll vote for Pipe. Yeah. Steve, I'll vote for you if you run. New Blue. Yeah, that's
what we're doing.
that seems to be the direction I'm going to go. I'm going to go New Blue. I don't generally talk and express my political opinions. I'll trash them, other politicians, but I don't. But in this case here, I'll openly say it'll be New Blue. We'll see how that goes. And if that doesn't if that doesn't come through and that doesn't work out and they turn out to be a bunch of clowns, then what can you do? C. Taylor, I like that. I agree with you. All career politicians right now should be booted. You know what? Let's go through the growing pains and start from scratch. Literally, there will be growing pains, obviously, but let's just start from scratch. If you're a career politician and you've been doing this for 20 years and this is your life and blah, 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 get the fuck out. I'm not interested in you. I don't want you. I would rather take, some guy that's, he's had his own small business. He's been successful. He's been active in his community. He's done good work in his community and everything. I would rather have somebody like that work his way up into politics than have to deal with these career politicians any day of the week. That's just my thinking. I don't know what you guys think. Mike, love my Dar. Did they get them, Steve? They all got raises, eh? Where do politicians listen people from? You know, this is one of those things. Politics is one of those things. Like, guys, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. Okay, I'm really not. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I don't have all the answers to everything. But if a guy like me can see through the politics and the politicians and the lies that are weaved, if somebody like me, as simple as me, can see through this, then why the hell doesn't the rest of the country? Why isn't everybody else seeing through all this? It's not one-sided. These aren't my opinions and my views of what I'm seeing. I'm seeing it, and I can just see through the shit. Why isn't everybody else? Why doesn't everybody else see it? Why don't you see it?
See what?
Exactly.
I was daydreaming.
You were daydreaming. Media, yeah. You're right. Freedom and beers, you're absolutely right. Media. Offer up a minimum wage and see who's still standing. Yeah, I've heard that before a lot of times. You know what? Take all these politicians and put them on minimum wage and see how fast things get changed. See how fast things get done. See how fast life in this country would change. I'm telling you. Kyle, how you doing, brother? Glad you stopped in.
What's the matter, Pipe? Here.
Patrick, you're smart. Oh, thank you, Patrick. I appreciate that. Really do. Funny. When I was in high school, we did those stupid tests, and then they fed those tests into the computer, and mine came back. I was either going to be a politician or a career criminal. Who knew? Jesus. Trapper, you said right there. You've said it. We need someone with common sense. It's not what we need someone. We need people. We need people with common sense. Steve, I can't watch Trudeau either. It's heartbreaking listening to him. It's the tone of his voice when he's talking now.
Makes me angry.
Can't even listen to it. Career criminal didn't work out for me. Who knew?
Oh, baby, somebody thinks you have.
I have too much heart for a politician. You know what? I'd probably do okay. I'd do okay for the first couple of years as a politician, but then I would probably get turfed because eventually somebody or something would be said in the House and I would just call bullshit on it, and they'd end up throwing me out because I can't tolerate it. I won't tolerate BS. I won't, I hate it. I call anybody on it. You bullshit me, I'm going to call you on it. Anybody that knows me and loves me knows it. Anybody that's ever worked for me or anything like that, just I don't tolerate it, and I don't have time for it in my life. Perry, we don't watch any news channels anymore. It's not worth watching. It's not worth watching. You know what? It's better. You're better off just sitting on the internet, getting your information off the internet. Freedom and beer, smaller government, better life. Agreed. 100%. If we reduced all of our government parties down to like 5 people, well, okay, let's not get crazy. Let's not 5 people. Let's say whatever. But if we decrease the size of the parties down and made the people that were actually in there have to work instead of relying on staffers and advisors to advisors and bullshit like that, if we made them actually have to work and do what they were paid to do, you know what? It would probably work. Decrease the size of our government down to a manageable size and have a government where those people answer to us, who they are responsible to us, and make them believe that. They don't believe it. The politicians right now, they work for us, but they don't think they do. And as long as they don't think they do, they can just keep making up the rules and doing whatever they're doing. The more you stay in politics, you know what? I think, Paul, you're right. What is that? Spiridon. All right, Spiridon, I agree with you. The longer you stay in politics, the better the more corrupt you get. I think a politician's lifespan in politics should be numbered. However many years you can stay in a position or what you should do. Yeah. I think that's a very good comment. Mike Campbell make a good comment here.
I don't know.
I don't know. Where's Campbell?
Oh, he said he'd like to run laid off in April. What else do you have to do? Or I don't know what that means.
I don't have a clue. Yeah.
Piper, why are you so crazy?
Government stands for legalized crime. Patrick, you want to give him 12 years? Dude, I wouldn't give him 12 years. I'd give him 4. 5 maybe if I'm feeling generous. I'm not giving no politician 12 years of my life. I read a few days ago where the Canadian government wants to include drug and dental coverage with OHIP and increase the tax on our paychecks. Well, Stacey, it's getting to the point. I don't know, the last time you and Mark looked at your paycheck, were you happy with the amount of fucking tax they were taking off you? I'm not. You want to take some more? Do you have a say in it? You're just going to look down one day and your ET pay stub is going to say, oh, this. For an extra 4 years. I say a lifespan of a politician should be 4 years. Like I said, maybe 5.
What if they're good, though?
Well, if they're good, then they have the people with them. They bring those people along, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's how politicians should be groomed, right? And the people should be working for us. Bill 67, Bill S-233, Bill 11, and many more very bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Patrick, 12 years deputies, 8 years as premiers. I don't know. I think that's too long. You want Ford as your premier for 12 years if this idiot keeps winning? First year probation as politician. Yeah. If you blow it in the first year, we have the right to shoot you. You want to see how many politicians get their shit straight when they know I can put a 9mm slug in your ass if you screw up? Yeah. Voting needs to be changed to ensure government competence. Donald, that's a very good point, and I absolutely agree. But I think, and this is just my opinion, I think voting needs, the way that we vote needs to be taken out of the hands of the government, period. There needs to be a third party or maybe a fourth party where the government can't intervene, or any way, shape, or form, or money doesn't talk, That's what needs to be done. We need to get the voting process out of the hands of the government. Can we do that? Who knows? I would like to see something like that. I guarantee you, if something like that ever happened, you'd get more people voting. We would have way more people coming out to vote. People can say what they want about Trump, but he was for the people and for the country. That's why they didn't like him. Well, he wasn't a politician, right? Clifton, he wasn't a politician. I agree with some of that, what you said. He wasn't a politician. And what he did do is he was a businessman. Whether he was always successful, no. But he was a businessman, and he came into the presidency, and for lack of a better way of saying it, he ran the government like a business, which is not a bad way to do it. If you run it as a business trying to make a profit, right, that means everybody, including your entire country, is going to win. And it's a win-win situation. So is that the way he was going about it? Yes. Did he make some friends? Yes. Did he make some enemies? Oh, hell yes. But the enemies are the ones that wanted to keep shit in the way that was. And maybe even still the way it is with Biden running it, right? That's just, again, all of everything I'm saying here, like, believe me, this is just coming off the top of my head. It's just my opinion, you know. Do I think he did a good job? I think he did okay. You know what? They could have had worse. They got worse now. They got a worse president right now. Should have left Trump in there. We need Trump here in Canada. Tell you what, man, you guys all give me $30 billion. I'll be the next Trump for you. I don't even think Trump has $30 billion, does he? I don't think so.
Yes, very true. Freedom and beers.
When people are scared of the government, it's called a tyranny. And when the government is scared of the people, it's called democracy. Mm-hmm. Agreed. Nothing else to say about that. Agreed. Absolutely. Anybody associated with the WEF should be banned. Mm-hmm. I think, well, I'm not speaking for any other country, but in my country here in Canada, absolutely. Absolutely. WEF should not be able to step foot in this country. Absolutely not. Trump had America strong. Well, he had it on its way to being strong, and then Biden came along and kind of derailed that. Biden and Trudeau, two of a kind. Look at the state of our countries. It's a sad state. Biden can't even put two bloody words together or walk a straight line. Trudeau can't put two words together. And who cares if he can walk a straight line? I don't give a damn. He can walk his way right out of this country. I wouldn't, let the door hit him in the ass on the way out. I wouldn't care. Ugh. What's that, Cliff? Why didn't you do cut from the same damn cloth? Yeah, well, I should have. Yeah, Biden and Trudeau are. Yeah, I know what you were saying, Cliff. Don't worry about it. I figured it out. But you're damn right. They're cut from the same cloth. 60 years apart, but it was a big fucking cloth. Did Beans cut out to bed? No, I think he got cold. He went inside. Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you get chilly? Yeah, he went inside. This younger generation just can't hack it, eh? Small fringe, where'd you hear that? Trudeau wears a bulletproof vest. I don't doubt it. I just want to know where you heard it. I wouldn't doubt it. If I was Trudeau, I'd be wearing a bulletproof vest too.
Doesn't protect his head.
Dawn, cloth is too good. Toilet paper, maybe. Yeah. Single ply. Not even two ply. Cliff, it's okay, man. You want to get fired up? You just keep going. Fire away, brother. I'll sit and listen to you all night long. Kirk, how you doing? So, just me and Dar around the fire. Where are you? The same paper when we were in grade school back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, me neither.
I can't stand Doug Ford either. No. I said last week, Doug's brother Rob is rolling over in his grave looking at this shit going on. Well, Kirk, we're just sitting out back here by the fire. We got a beautiful night. The stars are just glowing out here. And we're just relaxing.
Oh my God.
Dar's got her feet in the fire. She's getting warm. how much time has Bean spent on the throne? Well, let me tell you, Bean spends a lot of time on the throne. He does quite well on the throne. But just so you know, Bean spends a lot of time on the side of the road too. I hate to throw him out there like that, eh?
That's so mean.
Well, it's true though, eh? Like we'll be driving along, all of a sudden the curtain opens up and he goes, "Need a bathroom." And it's like, we're 60 miles and he's not going to make it. 4 ways on side of the road, out he goes, toilet paper under his arm, right out in the middle of the road. Good thing New Brunswick and Nova Scotia is dark at night on the highways. Am I home every weekend? You know what, Stace? I'm not supposed to be. This actually is my home weekend where I'm supposed to be, but because I'm running the East Coast, I run right past my house. And as it's just been working out that I've been shutting down, you know, if I'm shutting down where I would be, you know, doing my reset on the road, if it's only 70 miles from my house, why would I do that? Just go home. So it just seems to be working out. Yeah, I've been getting home every weekend. It's working out well. It's working out well. Like I said early, Stacey, I don't know if you were on earlier, but Will and I turned out 6,800 miles this week. 6,800 miles. We meshed it up and we ran as a true team truck this week, and it worked out well. 6,800 miles for the week. We were just tearing it up. The kid did a really good job this week. He really did. He was tired, but he worked through it. He's learning all the stuff about having to be a truck driver. And you know what? When you get a little tired, you have to work around it. When you got dark, it's night, it's weather, it's, you know what? He did a really good job tonight. This week, I was really happy. I did tell him at the beginning of the week, I said, you're going to get a shit sandwich this week, and I am going to push you. I want to see what you can do. And he did not disappoint. He did all right. Yeah, he did good. I'm really happy with that. He did a good job. Now I've only got him again next week, and then he will be going into his own truck at the end of next week. So we are going to team it next week and see if we can do another 6,800 miles. 6,800 miles is basically 3 complete round trips out east to the East Coast and back. So we did 3 complete trips. And that got us 66. So, yeah, we're going to try that again next week. We're going to see if we can pull that off again. And then Will be going into his own truck. He's actually going to go with another driver for a couple of days or for a week. So he can learn. I haven't been able to show him the border, how to cross the border, because unfortunately I haven't been able to cross. What's he drinking? Sorry, driving. He'll be driving a Freightliner too, but he is going to be going with another guy for a week just to learn the border crossings and everything like that, and then he'll be going into his own. No, he's going to be driving a Freightliner. We saw it yesterday. It's out at the Moncton yard right now. He's getting a 21 Freightliner. I'm a little jealous. It's a nice truck. Yeah, December Dar spoiling the hell out of us. Every weekend we've been home. Yeah, Will is double vaxxed. He's good to go. He can cross. Thanks, Perry. Appreciate that. This was actually my first time doing any kind of training like in the truck or anything like that. So yeah, it's been a really good learning experience for me as well. I learned a lot doing this with a young guy like Will, and he was a joy. He was easy to teach. He was willing to listen. When you'd say something, he didn't question it. You know, he didn't. If there was something he didn't understand, he asked questions. Don't get me wrong, but he was easy to teach, and he was eager to learn. He soaked it up like a sponge. Very rarely did I have to tell him anything more than once or twice. So, yeah, he did really well. Yeah, he's going to have to, Cliff. He's going to be crossing the border. He'll be crossing the border. I don't think he wants to see the East Coast again for a long time. You know, first time coming out in a truck and learning and everything like that. You know, he's done 5 weeks running the East Coast. He doesn't want to see it again, I guarantee you. Yeah. I think when it comes to the government, the more cooks you have in the kitchen, you're gonna screw up the broth. There's an old saying. I'm not sure if I said it right, but that's pretty much the way it is. We've just got way too many politicians on the payroll collecting a nice pension as well when they're done, and nothing gets done because there's way too many people involved. Like I said, narrow each party down to a select amount of people and keep it at that size. Knock off, you know, all these people that have an advisor, that have this, that have that, you know. Yeah. Government was originally small, was inflated in the Second World War, was supposed to be diminished post-war, but that was no good. Yeah. You know what, Mike? You're right. You're right. McDonald's only has one clown. Our government is full of them. Yeah. They all ended up here. Yeah. Yeah, well, Will learnt the ropes. He did really well. I'm actually quite proud to be able to sign off and say, you know what? Yeah, he's good to go. He'll make a good truck. He's got the skill and he's got the ability. What I can't give him is the heart and the drive to want to do it. He's going to have that on his own, and obviously we won't know that until he's been doing this for a few years. So that's going to be on him. But the ability and the skill, he's got that. Like I said, the drive and the want to do this job, that comes from within. Just wear a diaper. No, I haven't had to wear a diaper. He hasn't done anything that's made me almost shit myself. Although I've done some things that made him shit himself, so. Clown, we got the whole damn circus. Yeah, we got them all. The House of Commons is supposed to support the common people, but apparently not the small fringe common minority. Well, we didn't get any support there. All I know is that myself, along with the rest of the small fringe minority, we were bent over and we were given it with no lube. So his heart will grow until he gets screwed over. That's part of the business. Will you get another trainee after? I'm not going to go looking. If they offer something, or if another trainee calls in, like Will actually called in and asked for me to train him with the channel. I'm not sure. But if somebody else calls in, or if another situation's like this, would I do it? I would, but a couple of things about how ET has their training set up are going to have to change. I won't do it the same way that I'm doing it right now. We'd have to change a couple of things. Hey Dar, what's up with the wrench next?
Like I'm,
yeah, it means she's a moderator. Means that she's all powerful and all knowing. She sees all.
It means if you piss me off, I'm gonna whack you with it.
Means if you piss her off, she'll whack you with her wrench. She'll whack you with her winch. Hold on. Elected officials are our voices. We don't need to have political parties in government. You know what? If we got rid of all the political parties and we just voted on single people, I bet you that would work a whole lot better than what we have now. Masks are here to stay. I don't know about you, Freedom, but I'm not wearing a mask. I haven't worn a mask in, I don't know, what, three months? Even when we had masks and it was mandatory, I still wasn't wearing them. Kiss my ass, I'm not wearing a mask. And I've had people challenge me in a store, please put on your mask, and I just say no, and I go about my business. You want to throw me out of your store, you give it your best shot. Ken, you've been well behaved. You don't want her to hit you with your wrench. Hopefully get some support.
So James Top, I don't know if you were aware, he's walking from out west. This way.
Is he the guy that's walking?
Yeah. Yeah, you should follow him on YouTube. He's got a channel.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know he had a channel.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll check that out. We'll definitely Donald, we'll check out James Top. I knew that he was walking. I heard that there was a guy that was doing it. I didn't know that that's who it was. Yeah. Yeah. It'll be a cold day in hell when I'll put another mask on. I got them. There's no masks in my truck anymore. I got rid of them. There's no masks in my cars. It was so sad, wasn't it? That, you know, I've got 3 or 4 different jackets, and it didn't matter what jacket I put on. I could reach into my pocket and there'd be a mask in there. How sad is that? So no, there's no masks in any of my jackets, in any of my vehicles. Got rid of them all. I'm not wearing a mask. If they came back tomorrow and said, "Oh my God, there's a new variant. Everybody put on your masks." Fuck off. Sorry, but no, not putting on a mask. Absolutely not. Will not mask up. And if you don't want me in your store, fine. If you don't want me walking up the street with you, fine. If you don't want to talk to me, you don't want to have nothing to do with me, that's fine. I don't care. I'm happy just being me. You be you. Do what you got to do. Not wearing a mask. You kept one? Dar kept one.
Well, I'm flying in 3 weeks.
Doctor's offices and airplanes. Well, I'm not going to the doc. Well, yeah, actually, I am going to the doctor's office, aren't I? Yeah, we'll see how this is going to go.
No, you have to wear one.
I got to go to the doctor's office. I got to go have my my MTO medical done next week. But I'm not going on any airplanes, so. Donald, we all need to support this guy like we did with the truckers. You know what? I am going to find out more about this. Apparently, Dar knows more about this than I do. So if he's doing it right, I absolutely agree with you. Let's throw our weight behind him. Let's give him the support and the love. Let's give it to him. Here, watch out. I think we're low propane.
Are we?
Yeah,
Or
I
is
think
it
so.
going down?
You're done wearing a face diaper too, eh? Yeah, Cliff, I think we all are. I think we're just tired. My country is never going to go back to being the way it was, say, you know, to what we had, say, 3 years ago. We're never going to see that again. We're never going to see that. We're never going to see the same type of politics. We're not going to see the same kind of prices. We're not going to see... It's almost sad to say, it's like 3 years ago, those were the good old days. How sad is it for someone like me to say something like that? 3 years ago were the good old days. You know, back, you know, when I think about the good old days, I'm thinking, you know, back in the late 70s or into the 80s for me were the good old days. Nowadays, the good old days were 3 years ago. That's sad. And we're never going to see those days again. Tire roaster's been with them. Okay, that's where I saw it. Remember, I said I've heard about that. That's where I saw
He
it.
posted him recently.
Yeah. Hey, Karen. Nice of you to pop in. Yeah, John, the 80s were a bit fuzzy for me, too. The 90s were a blur, or the early 90s were a blur. It's not affordable in Canada to live. You know what, Stace? I agree with you right now. It's not. I'm lucky living where I live because I kind of got here and got you know, we bought the property and the house and everything before, you know, all the shit came down. But yeah, I feel bad for my kids. You know, I've got 3 kids that are still living here, and they're screwed. They're absolutely screwed. There's no way that they're going to be able to afford a house. They're going to have to go out to New Brunswick or Nova Scotia or something like that to be able to afford to buy a house anytime soon. It's unaffordable. It sucks. I feel bad for the next generation. I really do. Just got home from Marysville. We at the racetrack. Moved to Northern Ontario, more affordable and free for now. But you're still in Ontario. You know, Don, I agree. I would like to move. I would move to Northern Ontario. I'd like to, if I move to Northern Ontario, I'm going like Northern Ontario where there's nobody, there's nothing, but it's still Ontario. I'm tired of Ontario. I'm just tired of living here in Ontario. I'm tired of what's going on with this province. I'll be honest with you, I'm tired of the country, but I can't leave my country because it's my country and I love it. But I'm tired of Ontario. I can't afford to live here. You might be able to go up north and buy a nice piece of land and build a house on it. Now, Stacy's going to go back to Arizona. I'd love to go to Arizona. My dad had a place out in Arizona, out in Wickenburg. Loved it. Loved Arizona. Brianna and Mike, my daughter and her boyfriend, they've been out to Arizona a couple of times. They love it out there as well. This government has put too much fear into the people. You're right. Absolutely right. Come live in Jasper, cheap living. No, I'm not going to live in Jasper, Mike. Forget it.
Somebody wants to know which one would make more money, over the road or dedicated?
Which one makes more money, over the road or dedicated?
Okay, well,
that all depends. That really does. Depends on what you're hauling, who you're working for, and where you're going. How many miles? You know, there's a whole bunch of variants in there. I would probably say you'd make a more steady income with a dedicated run. You could pretty much, once you've got the pattern down and you've got you've been doing it for a while and you've got a routine going, you'll know how much your paychecks are going to be. But I think you can potentially make more money over the road. Okay, Dawn, you can leave. We're going to kick you off the channel right now. Good for you, pal. I'm happy for you. I really am. I'd love to, all except the walleye fishing. I'd love to be sitting up there watching that with you.
and the Northern Lights.
I'd love to be sitting up there looking at the Northern Lights. I really would. I'm not a fisherman. I don't fish. I don't even eat fish. But I'd like to be hanging out where you're at. A lot of bobtails on the road tonight. What, there's no loads or everybody's just running to get home? Is our company hiring? Far as I know. If you're a new driver, I'm not sure. You know what? I'm not 100% sure. I've kind of stepped back from a lot of the stuff that's going on with ET right now. So do I know if they're hiring? They probably are. They're a big enough company. They're always hiring. But I know they are looking for experienced drivers. Stacy, you're driving through the Appalachians, or where are you? Appalachians that's a big range there. Where are you? We have to keep our hockey sticks in the big game. Call Canada, love Trucker and Pope. Absolutely. A lot heading towards Toronto. Is there something going on in Toronto this week? Dar, is there something at Convoy or something going on in Toronto?
Yeah.
Is there?
Brian, there's things every Saturday.
Yeah. West Virginia. Third favorite state, baby. Third favorite state to run through. West Virginia. Marla, hold on. We got to read that. Brian and Dar. Thoughts on the People's Convoy in America? They're currently heading back to California, bringing awareness to the tyrannical bills they want to pass and return, but will return to D.C. I bid them the best of luck. I think they should probably stay in D.C. That's again my opinion. Once they pull out, it's going to be a lot harder for them to get back in. But I'd be very proud of what they've done. They've basically stuck their foot in the door in DC. They've made themselves known, and they've made a lot of noise. I know what Campbell's trying to say. Can I make $80,000 a year my first year if I stay out for 3 months straight? Possibly. I can't. I'm not going to say yeah for sure, but possibly. Depends how hard you want to drive, how many miles they give you, and how good you are with managing your time. Hey Brian, have you heard of Maverick Media? Yeah, actually, I did their podcast. When did I do it?
Oh,
I don't know.
God. I don't know. In the middle of
Right.
the whole convoy.
Yeah, right in the middle of the convoy. When the convoy was actually about 2 weeks after the convoy started, I was on with Rick and Brandon. Had a great time. They are that is a top-notch podcast. Really is. I still tune in every once in a while. Jane Lou. Love Jane Lou. Used to have a really good restaurant. I don't know how good the restaurant is there anymore, Mike. We used to be able to go in there and have a good trucking dinner. How is Canada coming there on a vacation in about 2 weeks?
Depends where you're going.
How is Canada coming there on 2 weeks? Where are you going? Where in Canada are you going? We're the second largest country in the world, square mile wise. It's a big country. Tell me where you're going. I'll tell you how well it is, how good it is. Toronto. Oh man, pick somewhere else. If you're going to come to Toronto, go to Ripley's, go to the CN Tower, go to the Royal Ontario Museum, and then get the hell out of the town. What's your favorite place to eat? The Tennessean, right on 65 down there. The Y. No, sorry, that was gross. That was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. The Tennessean is one of my favorite restaurants to eat at. I love it. And there's, what's the name of that place down in Austin? Pokey's? There's that place down in Austin, Texas. Great barbecue place as well. There's a lot of really good places to eat. I tend, when I run the States, I tend to try to not eat. I eat in my truck. I prepare my own meals for the most part. But when I do eat out of the truck, I try not to eat at a truck stop. I try to find the mom and pop shops, like the small little restaurants, the little places like that. I do really well with that. Travel Fund 69 is in Nashville right now.
Moose Manuki. Oh,
Moose Manuki,
no,
Waterloo.
He doesn't mean Moose Manuki.
No.
I've been there.
Jane Lou is all redone now. Is it? I was there, I guess, but last time I was in there was probably about 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I didn't go into the restaurant. I just used it. It was late and I knew that there was going to be parking. That's the good thing about it. You can always get parking in there. Brian and Dar, did I miss when you said you would have merch available? That's, you know what? I'm just wearing the hat, and that's Dar's department. You got to talk to the boss lady over here.
Well, this stuff here, what do you call that? Embroidery.
The embroidery.
It's not us doing that.
Yeah. This hat here was actually made for us by another friend of ours who does this. So these are actually embroidered. This is embroidery, so it takes a little time and it's a little harder to do. So those are going to be shortly available, but we've actually got the ability here to start doing our own merch and everything like that. And Dar will be setting that up here, and it'll be pretty cool. Oh yeah, Karen, there's going to be wheel burner Barbie stickers. Trust me. Anybody that knows me, if I can, anything I can get the wheel burner name or logo on, it'll be on it. I'll have it on your eyeglasses. You'll have no choice. Be wheel burner sunglasses. Trust me. How is driving during the night? Dark. Driving at night is like driving during the day, buddy. You just, take it easy. You drive a little slower and you just be a little more cautious. Hubby wants one for our truck. You want what? One of these hats?
No, I think she means a sticker.
Oh, a sticker. Yeah. You know what? We're actually we're looking at the stickers right now as well. We're trying to work with other people to get,
the embroidery stuff is going to be someone else.
yeah,
Everything else
but
will be
we're trying to work with other people and other things to try to get it all put together into one kind of package, and to get it so that it's not costing you guys, a whole lot. We basically want to sell it for enough of a price that we cover our own cost, and you guys don't have to pay a whole lot for it. So, yeah, you got to watch for more deer at night. Well, depending on where you run. Not running through Toronto, you don't. Not running through Toronto or Montreal, you don't. You're running out in New Brunswick, you got to watch out for deer, moose, bear, everything. You got it, Campbell. Elk. Although I haven't seen any elk. You just saw 5 what, Stace? Elk, deer, bear, mountain lions, cougars, lot lizards.
Hi, Davey. Look who's here.
I ain't never hit one of those before. You never hit a lot lizard or never hit a deer? Where's Davey?
Right here. He
he
stole
is.
his
Come
thing.
here,
He doesn't like that you took his tower.
Come here, Davey. Aw. Pipey's out here still. She's still just a good dog. She just hangs out, sitting by the fire. There's nothing else a man, what else in the world could a man want? He's got a good woman and his dog on either side of him. Mr. B's, elk, but I have hit a few lot lizards. Brian, have you seen the white moose between Moncton and the next turnoff? Donald, I'm not telling you what a lot lizard is. Google it. Campbell, tell Donald what a lot lizard is, please. Actually, Dar will tell you. Tell him. It's a 2-legged deer that knocks on the trucker's door in the middle of the night asking for money for favors. I don't know who keeps me in line, Ken, the dogs or the wife. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'm just as happy. Have I heard about the food shortages taking place in the States right now? I have not. We were talking earlier about if has there been anything in Canada, and there really has not been a whole lot of shortages in Canada right now. Except for the price of shit going up, it's getting more expensive, but there's not a lot of shortages. I've not heard of any kind of shortages or how bad any of the shortages are in the States. I really hope they're not suffering too bad with any of this. Too cold up here for lot lizards? No, Don, it's not. When you can go to North Dakota and it's minus 51 and they're still banging on your door, it's not too cold. Dar almost came out the door at one. One of them banged on our door in the middle of the night, and as soon as I rolled the window down and she made her proposition, Dar almost came out of the bed, over my shoulder, across the driver's seat, and out the door. I've never seen a girl take off so fast across a parking lot. She was ferocious. Oh yeah, Marla, I was so happy. And the funny thing was, the week prior, my buddy Jeremy was over at my place for dinner, and we were talking, and the topic came up. And both Jer and I are sitting there going, there's no lot lizards. There's not a whole lot of them around anymore. Sure as shit, a week later, one's banging on my door. Where were we? Oh, we were on 75, just south of Detroit, in between Toledo and Detroit. Sure as shit. 2-legged animals for money, for conversation. Let her in, it's a great night. Yeah, great conversation, right, Mike? Oh man. Oh guys. Well, now y'all know what lot lizards are there. See, you tuned in, at least you learned something tonight. Anybody want to know anything else, just let us know. Go figure, yeah. I don't know, Don. I don't know if they speak into the mic or not. I just heard they do.
Snowsuit.
Yeah, Mr. Bees, we did 6,800 miles this week. 68. That's 6,800 miles this week. Tore it up. Very happy. I don't know. I haven't seen the check yet. The miles are good, but I'm more worried about the fuel. At $7.25 or $7.35 a gallon. Thank God I drive a truck that gets eight plus miles per gallon. That's all I can say. It should be a decent week's work. It should be okay. I'll be curious. I get paid on the 1st and the 15th, so this week and next week will be on a couple of weeks. Only 1,100, bro. What the hell did you do? Drive around the yard? Backwards? Lights, Morse code. What the hell is that?
Morse code.
The way you use light, Taliban highway.
I think he meant Morse code.
That's what I know. That's what he means. Had a few issues. Nothing serious, I hope, bro.
That's right, Karen. She's going home.
Karen, I will be driving 2,200 kilometers a week after the barbecue. 2,200 kilometers. How many miles is that?
I don't know, but she's going.
She's going out east?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we don't have light codes. What do you think? We drive down the road flicking our lights at each other in Morse code and talking to each other? About 4,400 miles. 2,200 kilometers can't be 4,400 miles. It's only 1.6 miles to a kilometer. So 22 is probably about 3,400. You're going home to check on your mom. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. I hope that works out for you. I hope your mom's okay.
1,367 miles.
2,200 is 1,300 miles?
No, sorry, 2,000 is so it's like a little bit higher.
Yeah, okay. I thought so. It's not 4,000 miles. Not if you're going out east. You can't drive 4,000 miles straight to go to east. Fact check.
Yeah,
There you go. Yeah. 13. Dar just came up with it as well. 1,367. Yeah. If it was 4,000 miles, she'd be halfway across the Atlantic Ocean. Flashing to avoid the Gestapo police. You can never avoid the Gestapo police, Don. She's home. Okay, so she's home though, right? Her pelvic bone is still broke. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Mike Campbell. Hey guys, Mike Campbell drove 1,100 miles backwards last week. That's the most he's driven in frickin' months. Forwards or backwards. Drive right, they don't mess with you. Exactly. That's the way I always say it. Drive right, do it right. If you do it right, you won't have a problem. You start screwing around, you're gonna have a problem. I've been an absolute a scale, like a magnet. Every single scale through Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia, I hit them all multiple times back and forth all last week. I was in more scales last week than I've probably been in the last 5 years.
Sticking at my foot.
Yeah, you're burning your foot off. Stick your foot in that fire.
No.
No? You don't use lights to communicate? Hell no. Hell no. Man, this is a new age of trucking. We roll the windows down and we have hand signals now. We don't use lights. Who does that? Sorry, man, I'm still old school. I got a CB radio tuned into channel 19 and I use it. And if you're driving down the road and you've got a CB radio and it's turned off, you should be ashamed of yourself. Everybody should have a CB radio in their truck. You should have one in your pickup truck too. I'm gonna put one in Dar's Honda Civic. She can just sit on the 401 down there, cruise up and down the 401 between Kingston and Napanee and talk to you guys. If someone lets us over, we might flick our brake lights. Yeah, exactly. Wish I had a CB because a few truckers might have heard you tonight. Maybe it's not a good idea to give Karen a CB then. Oh, man. You done? Yeah, Dar's cold. I think she's had enough. Breaker 19, this here's the rubber duck. You got your ears on? We got a convoy. I drove across the Atlantic Ocean. It was very wet and deep. Okay, Mike.
Yeet.
Clifton. Yeah, you know what? My dad didn't, but my grandfather did. My grandfather had a CB in his pickup truck, in his Buick Skylark, and he had an old school bus that he had converted into like a motorhome, and he had a CB in that as well. Ken, good night. Thanks for stopping in. Good chat, bro. He did. That's why I was saying that. He passed away, yesterday, the 1st. We got us a convoy. Convoy. Sing it, Mike. You got one in the shop as well. I've got one in my truck and I got one on my desk or in my shop, in my garage, on my workbench in my garage. The one that's in, I've got a Galaxy 959 in my garage. I can't put it into the Freightliner because it's got the side mount for the mic, and it won't actually fit in the Freightliner. So I got to try to figure something else out. Right now, I've just got a crappy little Cobra 29. Clifton, they called me the rubber duck when I worked at the garbage company for years. Garbage would come off the street, rain, sleet, and snow. I play that song all the time. Yeah, we all do, man. You cannot drive a truck and not listen to that song. Gotta say, I didn't like how your trailer was being loaded in that one video. They showed the forks load skid. It didn't seem secure in any way. Which video was that? Was it on one of the ET? Obviously on one of the ET videos. It wasn't one of mine. When am I coming out to Manitoba? You got porgies or you got pierogies? It doesn't matter. I'll come out for porgies too. But if you got pierogies, bro, I'll be there. Dar wants to come out because you promised to take her out shooting. You and the old lady are going to take Dar out. You're going to feed her pierogies, get her liquored up, and take her out shooting. You can't make Dar a promise like that and not do it, eh, dude? Just so you know. I'm going to. You know what? I've got to take Mr. B. I got to take my radio. I've got a guy that I've been using for 20 years. But I just haven't had the opportunity to get the radio, the truck over to him and let him set it up. I've got the mounts for the antennas and everything, for the external antennas. I've got everything on the truck. I just got to get it down to him. That way he can install it, set it up, get it tuned. The radio's already been peaked and tuned, so I just got to get it in. I just haven't had the time. honestly. And he's down in air, so it's just getting down there to get it done. Who's deadly, your old lady or mine? Uncomfortable. I already know how deadly mine is. I don't mess with her. So the truck got new tires, new brakes, and new splitter for the rear brakes. That's what you had? That was your problem? Well, I tell you what, uncomfortable. I'll send Dar out there. Actually, she's going out to Calgary. In a couple of weeks, she's going out to Calgary. How about she stops at your place first? You guys can get all liquored up, go shoot some guns, and then send her on out to Calgary. That'd be a good time for her. I just got to stay home and work and pay the bills. So I got new tires, new brakes, new splitter for the rear brakes. Well, you know what, bro? Most of that just sounds like that's the price you pay for doing business. You know, tires, you can't do anything about it. You got to put new tires on. New brakes, same thing. You wear out the brakes. You know, price you pay for doing business. That's just regular wear and tear. Hopefully you got enough money in the bank when that kind of stuff happens. That's all you can do, really. Yeah, you'll look after her. Will I get her back? It is what it is. You got it, bro. That's my favorite saying. It is what it is. Or that's the price you pay for doing business. You want to be in this business, you got to pay the price, and that's part of it. Uncomfortable. Will I get her back, or are you guys going to keep her? I do both right now. I do LTL, reefer, and heater, and hazmat. Will has actually had a really good training because he's been pulling heaters, reefers, hazmat loads. We've been doing LTL. We've been doing a lot. So I've done a whole lot in the last 5 weeks. I'll be honest with you, I am not shit hot crazy about the LTL. You lose a lot of money doing that. Driver from Midland, driving with a blown rear wheel seal, black smoke everywhere. Midland. Who owns Midland? That's Irving. Nice life must be warm. If it hooks up to a fifth wheel, pull it. You got it. Profane truth, Trudeau. What? Trudeau what? You want me to go off? Trudeau sucks. Trudeau's a dick. Trudeau's stupid. Trudeau's a fucking tool. Trudeau should fall off the edge of the earth. Trudeau should, I could go on forever. If I miss one, let me know. I'll happily say it for you. Yeah, Irving owns Midland. Irving owns everything east of Quebec. Dude, you don't want me to come out and shoot your guns. I'm a happy shooter. I got no problem. See, Taylor, I got no problem pulling vans or pulling reefers or pulling anything like that. As long as the trailers are loaded properly. I'm a little uneasy because with flatbed, I load the trailer myself. I'm there, I watch it, I have a say in how it's loaded. With van work, you don't. Basically you have to trust that the people that are doing it are professional and they know what they're doing. So it's one of those, but I guess for the most part, any loads I've been taking out of Toronto have been loaded at our dock at the ET yard. Now, funny enough, there's been a couple of issues, but I've been able to catch them and get them fixed before we pulled out. And any loads that we've been pulling back out of the East Coast back here, again, I've been fortunate and I haven't had any problems with any of that. But I do like pulling flatbed because I can see what it is. Chief Wiggum wants to know, are Volvos good trucks? Volvos are comfortable trucks. They're very comfortable to drive. They turn very well. You can put them, you can drive a Volvo into a bad position and it will drive itself out. That's how good they are. Unfortunately, Volvos right now are suffering with a lot of sensors and electrical problems and a whole bunch of other issues going on with Volvos. They're not very reliable, but are they comfortable trucks to drive? Absolutely. They're more comfortable than what I'm driving. Ask Stacy. She'll ask you, she'll tell you all about the Volvos and how good they are. Stace, go get your own channel. You can tell them. Parts for Volvos, yeah, Mr. B. Parts for Volvo are expensive. They are now classified as a premier truck, just like Kenworth and Peterbilt. But it's not just that they're expensive. Try getting parts for Volvos. You can't get them. They're ridiculous. And because you can't get them, the prices have all been jacked up. Now, all of the trucking, doesn't matter. Pete, Freightliner, Cummins, Detroit, it doesn't matter what the manufacturer or the motor. Because of the shortages, the prices, all these guys got greedy and they jacked their prices up. So now not only are you waiting 3 weeks for a fucking sensor, it's now going to cost you $500 more than it would have originally. It's robbery right now, what's going on in the trucking market. Like I said, I bought a truck back in late October, November for 140 that I can now sell. I can now sell for 170, 175,000. Good for me if I want to sell my truck, but you know, it's just basically what the industry's turned into. Drive a Volvo, it randomly drops to 0 PSI on the secondary tank. Must be a computer glitch because it recovers to 120 PSI so quick once it idles for 30 seconds. When was the last time you drained your tanks, Chief? Drain your tanks and then check your, the hell is that thing called? Jesus Christ, you think I'd know the name. I know the name, I'm just not having a moment here. Drain your tanks and get them cleaned out. Clean your tanks out. I love the look of the W990. Yeah, I was out in, where was I? I was out in Moncton last week and they wouldn't let me in one because they didn't have the keys for it, but they let me walk around a couple of them and I was just kind of, that video I made about the W990, that was just a quick walk around and everything that I did on that. Stunning trucks, but a starting price of $265,000? Are you effing kidding me? $265,000? No thanks. No thanks. Mind you, if you go buy yourself like what we thought with the Freightliner Cascadia as being the cheaper of the trucks, you can go buy one of those. A 2023 of those are now over 200 grand. You're $210,000 for one of them. It's getting a little ridiculous. Yeah, the price hurt. Believe me. I should build a double-seater outhouse. I don't think so. Oh, yeah, nice. So no love for 18 wheels to kill the turd. Just as much as self. We pretty much all appear. Profane truth. I made more money driving a 5-ton courier with my cube van. Yeah. You know who's making money right now? From what I understand, the guys making really good dough right now are the hotshot boys. If you're a hotshot driver right now, they're making more money picking up smaller loads, going shorter distances than we are pulling the heavy shit going longer distances. I'm almost tempted to sell everything I've got here and go buy myself one of the Dodge 1-tons. Put a fifth wheel on it with a 38-foot trailer on it. Stack it. Buy what you need now. Yeah. We found a 3-seat outhouse at a church. What the hell are you people talking about? Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. Will's got a side conversation going on here. 14-foot box truck pulled in more than the rig. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Right now, I don't doubt it. I wait 2 hours to use the potty in the morning. You're crazy. You're nuts. Direct and express runs can pay. They can. But you need to be connected. You better have a connection at both ends of whichever direction you're going. No thanks on the debt. Yeah, no kidding. No, I've never done food service. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. I'm not hand bombing shit off my trailers. Have you ever seen those guys that do the GFS loads and that do the, like the McDonald's and the Tim Hortons, and they're forget it, man. And they got to go to 2 or 3 different stores in a day. Not a chance in hell. I am not offload. I'm not hand bombing a trailer. No way. Steer clear of tractor trailers, not because of the drivers, but because of those who loaded it. You might have a point there. But although I've yet to see a tractor trailer load, come barreling out the back doors and spill all over the road. It's probably happened, but I've not seen it. I'm not too concerned about it. She out? Come here. Come on. Apparently Piper was sitting at the door. Grow it and stack it. The guy down the street pulled peanuts from the mill to the peanut 5 days a week, 40 hours a week at 5:30, doing $3,500 a week clear. That's not bad money. $3,500 a week clear. That's pretty good. That's not bad. We can do that doing what I do. Mind you, I'm not home every night. I'm not doing 40 hours a week. Yeah, North Carolina. You know what? You hand me that job in North Carolina, I'd be tempted to go down there and do that. I really would. I think Pipe's got a rabbit in her sights here. Sorry, Brian, if I'm asking stupid questions, but why is it so hard to get a dump truck job in Ontario? You know what, bro? I'd be honest with you, I don't know. That's an area in the trucking business that I stayed out of. I don't know a whole lot about it. I know that the dump truck or mostly the gravel hauling and all that kind of stuff, that was in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. That was all run by the Italians. The Italians had that locked up pretty good, and the Europeans. And then in the mid 2000s, the Indians came in to the trucking business, and they came into the trucking business. And then when they got themselves established here, they moved into the dump trucks and into the gravel hauling and everything like that. And they're still involved in that very heavily. I don't know. No, it's not the mafia. Give me a break. Believe me, the last thing the mafia wants to do is haul gravel. They build buildings. They're in cement. They're in laying concrete, paving roads. They don't give a crap about gravel. Garbage. I don't know who hauls garbage. Where I live, we have to take our garbage to the dump. We don't even have garbage collection out here. We're out in the country. Or we burn it. Miller Trucking. You don't like driving through Quebec? Karen, I don't even like flying over Quebec, never mind driving through it. That's why the mob is in concrete, right? You know how many bodies are buried as part of the structure of a building? Clifton, the mafia owns all of the garbage. Depends on where you live. I don't know. I don't know. Do they own the garbage in Toronto or Ontario or in Canada? I don't know. I know if you get down to Jersey, Baltimore, New York City, yeah, I know that they're involved down there, but I don't know about up here. Jimmy Hoffa. Yeah, I think he's... You want to know what you guys want to know where he's at? He's under my deck right now. He's buried under my deck. I've been meaning to tell you guys this, but Jimmy Hoffa is buried under my deck. What? Come on. What? Well, go get the rabbit then. Don't be complaining. Don't be crying to me. If you want the rabbit, go get it. There's a couple of rabbits out back in the back lawn here. Go get them. Oh. Come here. Come on. Come on up here. Come here. That a girl. You want the bunny? You gonna go get the bunny? Yeah, that's my girl. Yeah. Hey. Oh. Oh. The truckers are right on the bumper, flashing high beams. Karen, you must have been just having a bad night, because you know what? Truckers are probably in most cases, are some of the best drivers and some of the nicest guys and girls you're ever going to meet. So if they're sitting on your ass flashing their lights at you, I don't know what to tell you. North Carolina is awesome. I love North Carolina. West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, love it. That whole stretch, that whole part of the country down there, one of the most favorite places in the world to drive, go and work. Love it down there. Absolutely. Cabal. Hey, Dar, if you're watching this, can you let the dog in? She's over there whining. Karen, how free is Nova Scotia?
Got you, dude.
Thanks, man. Karen, Northern Girl wants to know how free is Nova Scotia. I actually want to hear this myself. Who wants to hire a Big Mike? If anybody ever wants to hire Big Mike, give me a call. I'll give him a good reference. He worked for me for a few years. Just make sure you govern whatever truck you give him, because if you give him a 90-mile-an-hour truck, he'll run at 90 miles an hour. Blue Ridge. Okay, you can get off my channel as well. I'm jealous. She's a gorgeous dog, eh? Isn't she a sweetheart? You'd never know that that's an 8.5-year-old dog. She still acts like a puppy. She's a 90-pound puppy. She's just a gorgeous dog. Love her to death. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to do something tonight, but now it's getting a little too late. I was talking with a buddy of mine, John, earlier, and we were going to actually do something. But unfortunately, we're not going to have time, because it's just a little too late right now to do it. So, John, if you're still watching here, I did not forget about you. I guess anyway, I kind of did, and I apologize, my friend. We are going to definitely do this, and I'm not going to say here right now what we were going to do, But we are going to do this. If I'm back here again for Saturday night next Saturday, we will definitely we will do it next Saturday, and we will do it right out the gate, so that we don't get distracted with anything else. So again, John, you got my apologies. I've got all of your messages here, and we are going to definitely do this. But it's unfortunately not going to be tonight. We'll take care of that. We'll do it next week. I'm really sorry about that, my friend. Hey, you know what? If you've got them, show them, buddy. If you got them, show them. Oh my God, Dar, I'll be jealous if you do. No, it's not that. Get out of it. Come on, get your mind. Pup looks like a shepherd. Maybe Brian can confirm. Yes, it is. Yes. She's a shepherd mix. Mostly shepherd. We're not sure what she's mixed with. We rescued her. Some Mennonite had a whole litter of them, and he was going to destroy them at, I think, 4. They were only 4 weeks old. So we grabbed one of them just to make sure. And so we've got one. We don't know what the mix is. We know shepherd, obviously, but don't know what the mix is. She's just a gorgeous dog. Absolutely the most loving dog you've ever met. Try to break into my house, though, and you'll have some big teeth in your ass. Shepherd collie dog, they said. Wow, Dar, we don't know that. Sheps are great dogs. Lost mine in August last year, getting a new pup this fall. I love them. Except they shed. Like, she lays down on the floor, and when she stands up, there's an outline of a dog in fur on the floor. Absolutely gorgeous dog, though. Absolutely gorgeous dog. Yeah, you see the prices of fuel and gas out there, Karen. That's crazy. Our Doberman is about the same. A big dog. Yeah, but your Doberman is in your truck with you guys. I don't know how the hell you guys do that, especially in a Volvo. It's small. Oh my God. Stacy, you and the dog sleep on the bed, and Mark sleeps on the floor, right between the seats. Rent in Nova Scotia is the same as Toronto right now. Wow, that's insane. I know you can still buy a house out there fairly cheap. I just won't rent it. I'll buy it. He sleeps. He sleeps in the driver's seat. It's like, whoosh, get to work, Mark. Whoosh, get to work, Mark. No, don't turn the truck off, Mark. Will, hey, Will, if you want a small dog, Uncomfortable is going to hook you up with that. Oh. What time is it? Anybody know what time it is? Let's see. It's 10:15. 2-bedroom, nothing goes under 1,300. Oh my God, 1,300's a deal. Yeah. 2,200 in Toronto for a 2-bedroom. You can rent a 2-bedroom in Kingston, not far from where I am. A 2-bedroom in Kingston's going to cost you anywhere from $1,500 to $1,700. $1,300 for a 2-bedroom apartment. That's not bad. That's not bad. Time to put a log on the fire. Actually, you know what? I'm getting ready to go in. I've had enough. My butt is frozen. Absolutely frozen. Yeah, $2,200 is it's strong. I think when Ash was living, she had that place down down in Queens Quay, and it was $3,000 something a month for a 2-bedroom condominium. That's crazy. I had a whole house with power and water for $665 a month. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Anyway, anybody got anything really profound to say? Anything really, really interesting? If not, then I think we're going to call this a night. My whole house and land was 14 grand. Dude, where I live right now, you couldn't put a dishwasher box in my driveway and buy that for 14 grand. Are you kidding? Can't wait. Jessica, can't wait for the federal mandates to drop. You and me both, babe. Jesus. I need those mandates to drop so I can get back into the States. I can't keep driving Canada like this. This is going to drive me absolutely batshit crazy. Stacy, you're parked. All right, you guys are safe. Give Mark a kiss for me. Here you go. Talk to you guys later. Be good. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a good talk tonight. Thanks for coming out. But I'm chilly. The fire's not working no more, and I'm going inside. So why don't you guys all have a good night? I'm gonna run with Will next week, and if I'm back home next Saturday night, then we're gonna do this again. Northern Girl, keep going, eh? Keep putting your stuff up. You're doing some really good shit. I really like what you're doing. Keep putting it out. Hopefully I'll get my GoPro worked out, my problems worked out, because I've got some really good stuff on it as well. I'm just having trouble getting the upload to go from there to get it into the cloud, to get it to Dar so she can put it on the channel. Anyway, you guys, we'll see you later. You guys all have a good night. Everybody be safe, and we'll see you next week, okay? Talk to you later.